Hello, viewers. This is another segment or another program where we discuss rice production, a program that is tagged as talking points on refund. And today we have, if I may call, a big fish, if I can say that, is a retired maritime expert who has been into maritime activities, but now he has dropped all his tools, now pick hoe and cutlass, if I may use that language, to go into agricultural activities. And his major uh, focus is rice. Let's meet my guest of this week is Mr. Shehu Maazusaya. Welcome to this
It's a
program.
pleasure to be with you, sir.
Okay. Sir, as I just mentioned, we talk about maritime and now a farmer.
Yeah,
Maybe something instigated you to leave the maritime,
yeah.
the water, and now come to land. What is
Uh,
those things that just pique your interest?
Mala Musa is a long story, but to cut it short, the belief in General Muhammad Buhari's agricultural policy. I was in the maritime industry for 23 years. Out of these 23 years, 14 years I spent on analyzing import and export statistics of Nigeria. So I know the quantity of rice we import into Nigeria period to the coming of General Muhammad Buhari. And I saw those import statistics coming down. So that gives me the belief that yes, this government is serious as far as rice production is concerned. And already I have it in me that I'll be retiring into farming. So I felt the condition, the environment is ripe for me to go into that rice production. And I willingly, voluntarily resigned my appointment from the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency and went straight into farming. That is it.
Okay, now, sir, you said you analyze import of rice production in Nigeria. So now, in that maritime, um, is those rice that are coming into the country through the sea that you analyze, or generally supply?
No, no, no. The rice coming into Nigeria through the ports. Through the ports. That's the seaports, not airport, seaports.
Okay,
Yeah.
and they are coming through how many countries? If
The major rice that comes into Nigeria usually is from Thailand. Thailand, India, as a major source of rice into Nigeria.
okay, and at that time, what are the procedures if you are bringing in rice?
If the procedure is for you to go to the CBN and obtain what we call Form M. So with the Form M, you will be able to open the letter of credit that you will go and import your rice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to import now, and I have that from CBN, and maybe I have a supply from Thailand, at that maritime, what are the procedures?
What we do in the maritime industry, we have nothing to do with the importer. We regulate the shipping activities of the shipping industry. So our own concern is those that transport the rice from the point of origin to the destination.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because why I'm asking this question, I want to know how many period or days would you take rice from Thailand to our own seaport?
Yeah, it depends on the nautical miles covered by the ship. You know, just like there is difference between the speed of Mercedes Benz and that of Peugeot 505. So similarly, the ships have what we call the knot per hour. So it depends on the speed by which the vessel travels. Yeah.
But averagely,
Averagely, we call it from the Far East into Nigeria, at least 10 to 16, 15, 16, 17 days without call into another port before coming to Nigeria. Yeah.
Okay, so it means that what people are saying is true, that most of this foreign rice are not fresh rice.
Yeah, of course, the rice that comes into Nigeria is not fresh. Because if you go to Thailand or India, they have big silos that they store rice produce. You can meet rice that was produced 7 years ago in the silos, and those rice that spent 7, 5, 6 years is the rice that they export.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Then when you left the maritime
yeah.
Nimasa, do you have a formal training to go into rice production, or you already have knowledge of rice production?
Mr. Musa, to the glory of God, I was one of the very few individuals that were highly trained in the maritime industry. I happened to attend the University of Antwerp, where I obtained a master's degree in shipping management. While in Antwerp, 1999 to be precise, my landlord is a village farmer. He owns a four-story building in the central area of Antwerp. So if I felt, if a farmer can do this, it means our farmers in Nigeria can equally do it. So on coming back to Nigeria in the year 2000, I decide that I'm going to be a farmer. So the vehicle I bought with my Estacad when I came back into Nigeria, I now sold the car, and my savings that I had joined and bought my first tractor in 2000 and said I'm going to be a farmer. And from that point in time till the day I retired, I have been a farmer for 17 years.
Hmm.
I have friends that have studied agriculture. My father is a farmer. So I call them, I ask them, I read a lot of books. And when the opportunity comes, when during my leave, I do go and attend seminars. Yes.
And now, what is the size of your farm now?
Well, my total land holding as far as farm is concerned is about 500, 600 hectares. But part of it, I use it as ranch. Part of it, I have orchard, mango. I'm establishing a mango and cashew orchard already. And part of it is where I produce grains. I produce rice mainly. I have about 200 hectares of rice farm.
Okay, is this agriculture profitable? Looking at maybe the money in the masa, and now where you have to do a lot of work before you get, you have to sweat, if I can use that, before you get 1 naira.
Yeah, Mr. Musa, in Nimasa, I was paid salary. In my farm, I'm paying others. The productivity of a nation is defined by the aggregate productivity of the individual citizens. So I am contributing more to the Nigerian development with my farming activity, productivity wise, and employing other people to work. You can't believe it, if you go to my farm at times, though I pay them on daily basis, you can meet as much as 100, 200 workers working for me. So by that, I'm impacting positively on their life, on the entire family. So it's so important that we learn to create jobs. And you know, Malam Musi, that if you go to Europe and America, it is these small, small businesses that gives the jobs. It is not government that gives the jobs. So if we can volunteer, you know, the chicken coop is so comfortable. It's so comforting. At the end of the month, you are given a check, you go to the bank, or you receive a lot in these days. It's so comforting. But the truth of the matter is, if you want to contribute to the development of your country, it has to be above collecting check at the end of the month. This is it.
Okay, now let's look at rice production now.
Good.
How many tons are you producing so far?
And the average rice production per ton before the coming of this government, let's take national average, is about 1 ton to 1.5 tons. But honestly, with the closure of the border, with the government program on lack of ban on importation of rice, I'm telling you, the knowledge acquired within this short period by farmers, including myself, is unbelievable. Today, I in my farm can harvest between 6 and 7 tons per hectare. And I'm telling you, before the coming of this government, we are just producing 1 ton. Some even cannot not up to 1 ton. But because now we see rice production as a business, so we have to do everything that will make our business to grow. So every day we are learning, and we are learning fast. Not only me, all the farmers. There are farmers I knew that produces up to 8 tons per hectare. So they look what the transformation that has happened in the rice production sector, or generally in the agriculture sector, is unbelievable. It's only those of us that were there before the coming of this government, and those of us that are still there, that will tell you what has happened.
Okay. Before the discovery of oil, we know agriculture has been contributing largely, and we have what they call at that time, that was established by the government at that time, commodity marketing boards. They push production, then link these producers to marketers, and they buy. Now we don't have those boards now. Now, how have you been coping when you produce? Do you have buyers who will buy your rice paddy?
If we are to leave farming in the hands of the ordinary people who are not educated, then agriculture will never grow. But with our going in there, we were able to change their psyche, to tell them that, look, don't rush. You have what everybody needs, which is food. So the way the middlemen used to go in and collect their harvest at the point of harvest and gives them peanuts, we have been trying to change their psyche, and to the glory of God, they are changing. And to be honest with you, we need those marketing boards. We need them, because that is what will give a guaranteed price for the farmer. And once there is a guaranteed price on every commodity in the country, then you will be able to have a stable price. But a situation whereby the market is left open for middlemen or hoarders, buy, hide, and release into the market slowly, and they control the price, is terrible.
Ga sakon kungiyar rifan na riko, to kuma je kungiyar rifan kun yi daidai. Ga al'ummar ƙasa manoma shinkafa suna murna da kungiyar rifan ta yi komai.
Ga sakon kungiyar rifan na riko, to kuma je kungiyar rifan kun yi daidai. Ga al'ummar ƙasa manoma shinkafa suna murna da kungiyar rifan ta yi komai. Ga sakon kungiyar rifan na riko, to kuma je kungiyar rifan kun yi daidai. Ga al'ummar ƙasa manoma shinkafa suna murna da kungiyar rifan ta yi komai.
Yau an ƙara gane kimar shinkafa, domin rifan tana da tsari kwakwara.
Ga sakon kungiyar rifan mun riko,
Kwalliya ta biya kuɗin soso da sabulu, a yau rifan ƙasar mu ba mai kankara.
rifan kungiyar manoma shinkafa.
Rifan ƙungiyar manoman shinkafa ta kai Najeriya tudun mana mun tsira.
Ga sakon kungiyar rifan mun riko,
Yau ga 'yan ƙasa manoma shinkafa suna murna zuwan mu rifan ai mun yi komai.
Apart from the production of paddy, another major issue in Nigeria rice revolution is processing, that is milling. That's the finished product of rice. And our discussion with Malam Azuli continue on rice milling in Nigeria. Sir, you told us earlier that your rice mill is coming on.
Yeah, though in very small scale rice mill.
Yes.
Yeah.
But are you not comfortable with those that are buying paddy from you to process, or you just need to go into the other value chain?
Yeah, Alhaji Musa, primary production does not give much, to be honest. So it's the value addition that gives you more. You understand? So for us to get it right, as far as rice is concerned, then we need to have a very good milling system. So I felt the way I have entered and I'm doing well in the production, if I can go into small scale milling, maybe I will do better too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's look at your connection with Refan. You have been with them. In what ways does Refan support you?
Honestly, not only me, all the farmers that participate in rice production on the platform of Refan. You see, before, you don't think of approaching any bank that you want to have money or you want to have loan to go and farm. But today, with the appearance of Refan on the scene and with the commitment of His Excellency President Muhammad Buhari and the willingness of Mr. Emefiele, the governor of CBN, farmers can approach commodity associations, not only rice, can approach commodity association, participate in their platform, and assess inputs as loan, and repay with their produce. So it's a very, very good thing. Not only me, so many people are benefiting.
Okay. So you mean that you assess loan through Refan?
I help, you see, what Refan gave is just 1 hectare, and I have 200 hectares. But I felt for me to contribute my own quota, I need to participate with Refan so that we'll be able to deliver the needed services in a good and proper manner to the farmers.
And you are comfortable with the way Refan has been handling rice production in Nigeria?
I'm very, very comfortable, but you see, for able program, you keep reviewing and improving. And I so much believe the refund of yesterday is not the refund of today.
Now, what is the difference of that? Okay, let's look at the anchor borrowers of yesterday and the one that the refund is handling.
You see, the anchor borrower that was anchored by the state government is characterized by politics and what have you. But when you come to the fund does not differentiate. Only with the fund want to know is you are a rice farmer. So that is the difference. And you know what that difference means. It's what it can do. You understand? Politics, politicization of a program, and professionalization of a program. You know what it can deliver.
Okay, me with 1 hectare now, I want to go into rice production. And what are the procedure if I want to approach Refan for me to get assistance?
Yeah, first and foremost, you need to join a cluster. It starts from the cluster. We have what we call clusters. We have cluster head. So you come together, you form a cluster. From the cluster, you now register with your local government refund. Your local government refund will now forward your request to the state refund. From the state, they will now forward it to the national refund. And national will approach the CBN. No, we will approach the primary finance institution. That, okay, Mr. X wants to participate in the 2020 dry season or wet season. So they now verify his name and find out whether he has taken loan before or not. If he is defaulting in a loan he has taken before, definitely he's not allowed to participate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then there is one issue that is pushing Nigerians to like foreign rice more than our local rice, the issue of quality. Are we really making effort to ensure that we have stone-free rice?
Well, Musa, we have gone very far. Look, we just need to commend the effort of our millers in Nigeria. When you look at the type of rice that we call local rice in Nigeria, period to this government, and the type of rice you look at now and say this is Nigerian rice, the difference is quite clear. Quite clear. I must commend the effort of this government because they have provided so many machines at a very, very discounted rate for both millers and producers of both rice and other commodities at very highly discounted rates.
Okay. Then, so finally, what is your expectations as we move ahead in terms of rice production generally in Nigeria?
My expectation is this, that before the end of Mr. Buhari's tenure, I want to see us exporting rice to at least West African countries. That is my expectation. And I so much believe that we can do it. If others can farm, feed their country and export, we can do it. Look, statistics have shown that the food requirement of the world can only be satisfied by Africa in the future. And even in Africa, Nigeria has been singled out to be the main supplier of food to humanity. So why can't we take the opportunity? I was reading something Mr. Adeshina is saying by the year 2030, the agricultural value of activities in Africa will be about $1 trillion.
That's the AFDB president?
Yes,
Okay.
$1 trillion. That is going to be the agricultural activity value. So you can imagine, I'm optimistic, very highly optimistic that Nigeria, with what is happening now, will lead. We get it. We just need to come together. We can't leave the farming to local people. We need to come on board. We need to revolutionize it. We need to leave the comfort of our offices, our air-conditioned offices, and come under the sun and make it happen. It's a sacrifice that must be made. We must. No nation has grown without sacrifices. We must do it, and that is why we are here.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Talking about sacrifice, and here we are going to sacrifice our time to end this program. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. Viewers, this is where we come to the end of this program. A fresh package will come your way next time. I am Musa Baba Ali. Thank you for joining us.
Gaba da rifan kungiya ta ƙasa mai noma shinkafa.
Gaba da